Knick-Knack's Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Knick-Knack!
Hey, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Knick-Knack, on this very nice Saturday night. Why is it nice? Because we're going to be reviewing this really ultra cool masterpiece Shockwave that I happened to get in the mail about a week ago. And I've actually already cracked it open, as you can see, but I haven't really dug into the nuts and bolts of them yet. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing right here tonight inside of the Plastic Planet. Now, I should probably throw out as a disclaimer right away that this is not the official Takara masterpiece Shockwave. No. This is a knockoff. But that's okay, because you know what? I am finding amazing luck with these knockoff Transformers. I did happen to pick this one up in particular off Amazon, if you're curious. There is a really good seller there. He's very reliable. I believe he goes under the name Best Gray. That's the same seller that I got my masterpiece Megatron from. And you can actually go back and take a look at that review if you'd like as well. And that also is a knockoff. And I did that review, about last fall sometime, maybe late last fall. And I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one, so you can go back and check that one out as well if you haven't already. So anyway, we're gonna get right into the nuts and bolts of this awesome masterpiece knockoff Shockwave for you guys tonight. Should be a good time. All right. Alrighty, and here is the outside of this box. You will note that he is actually not sold as Shockwave. Of course, that's what we all know him as. But in this case, he is known as Destron Laserwave. If that doesn't sound like a radar detector right out of the 1990s, I don't know what does. But anyway, so we're going to be taking a look at this Destron Laserwave, aka actually Shockwave, right here in just a moment. But first I want to just kind of talk a little bit about Shockwave as a character. Now, we all remember him from the G1 cartoon, where he was very much of a loyal lieutenant of Megatron in that cartoon. Very loyal, very servile to Megatron's every command. But you know what? There is another version of Shockwave that I kind of liked a little better. That was the Shockwave from the original 1980s Marvel comic books. Now, in this particular rendition of the Transformers, not only was Shockwave not loyal to Megatron, he was a constant rival, in fact, often taking the mantle of leadership away from mighty Megatron. This Shockwave was maniacal, cunning, and very deceptive, and extremely dangerous. A very cool, different take on the character than what you'd been used to had you just only watched the original G1 cartoon. Alright, so once again, here is the box. Let's give it a nice 360 spin for you. I'll be helped out tonight by my very good assistant, my son. So we take it around. Just nothing really to look at there. There's the side of the box. There's the back of the box. There's some cool stuff back there. A lot of it written in, I believe, Japanese, but very cool. There's, so I don't know. There's going to be a lot of features, a lot of cool things to do with this figure. Kind of looking forward to digging into it. And one more little spin there, sir. There's once again the side and the front. Alright, well, let's break this bad boy open, shall we? Alrighty, so we've broken open the box, and here he is in his nice plastic safe clamshell. Obviously some directions, whatnot. It looks like my seller actually made a point to send along these awesome Decepticon decals for us, or stickers. There's a nice thank you note in there as well from the seller. So again, that's right off Amazon. His seller's name is Best Gray. Highly recommend him. I've used him once or twice before. So if you're really into knockoff Transformers masterpiece ones, he's a good one to go to, and he will get you your stuff right around 3 weeks. That's not too bad. And there's the figure itself. It's in its gun mode currently, which will mean we will have to transform him. And if you go back and look at my other Transformer videos, transforming Transformers is not my very favorite thing to do. So we're going to be hip deep in that, because we got to get him in robot mode, of course. I'm not going to display him in the gun mode. So we're going to be having to transform. Unfortunately, I've got my son with me who's very good at this stuff, and he might be helping me out with that tonight as well. So anyway, there he is. Let's get him open. Let's get him out of there and check him out. Alrighty, so we have now taken him out of his protective clamshell and set him up here with all of his wonderful accessories spread out across the table. Now, as you can see, the backpack that Shockwave has while he's in robot mode, I guess you'd call it a backpack, I don't know. Anyway, he wears it on his back, and so I guess it's a backpack. But anyway, that can double while he's in gun mode as somewhat of a gun stand. So that's kind of cool. If you plan on displaying this item in its gun mode, you have that option there. So that's kind of nice. I like that. That gets a Fonzie thumbs up from me. Now, his accessories are pretty standard. He comes with a couple different fist and hand options here. Some of them are solid, like this one, while some of them are a little more transparent, such as this one and this one. So that's kind of cool. And then, of course, he also comes with the hand cannon that he has in robot mode. So you can actually use put two hands on him, or have his more infamous hand cannon on while he's in robot mode, and that's cool. And then, of course, a really cool accessory he also comes with is a smaller version of himself, which you will recall from the original G1 Transformers. He used this. He had one of these in his hand when a number of Autobots were coming off of the space bridge, and he was about to terminate them, of course. But it was the G1 Transformer cartoon, and of course he just was turned into a chump in the process. But nevertheless, that's kind of cool. He does come with this particular accessory because that is definitely a nod to the original G1 cartoon. Alrighty, so that's him in his gun mode. Let's give it a little bit of I could give you guys a little bit of a better look at it as I pick it up. But again, that looks really cool. I don't think there's any electronics here. We may find out if there is or not, but I don't think there are. But nevertheless, really cool. It's got the sight on it and everything. Yeah, very cool. So that's a nice 360 of it for you guys. Looking really, really nice. So yeah, let's get this guy transformed. Get him in robot mode, because that's what we really care about. Alrighty, so after some trials and tribulations, and a very big thanks to my son who's standing right behind me. He's really brilliant with this stuff, aren't you, buddy? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's really good at transforming stuff. We did manage to get him into robot mode. Once again, it took a little bit of a team effort, more so him than me, but we did get him in robot mode. Now, we did discover via the directions that he does actually have some electronic effects to him. Now, it looks like there are some kind of watch batteries that go into this compartment right here on his arm cannon. We can't find those watch batteries in the packaging. So it looks like they might be sold separately, and unfortunately, because the directions are in what I believe is Japanese, I'm not sure exactly what size he takes. So that might take some trial and error. However, the other good news is, the good news is, though, I should say, is that he does take AAA batteries in his back. So we're going to see what that does right here in a moment, just as soon as we can get these AAA batteries into him. So, all right, let's check that out. Alright, so yeah, here are the directions here, and apparently there are some watch batteries, but I don't know if they're in this box or not. I couldn't find them. So we may have to do a follow-up at a later date to show you guys this particular feature, but we dug through the whole damn thing, did not find these watch batteries. However, we do, as I said before, have some great AAA batteries available. So we're going to go ahead and put these in for you guys right now. Alrighty, so after a quick trip over to our local Safeway store, which is a grocery store here in Denver, Colorado, because we opened him up, we were hoping maybe there were batteries inside. There were not. Hoping it was like one of those deals where you find the batteries are still inside and you just have to remove the tab. That wasn't the case. There's no batteries in this entire package, I believe. So anyway, we have installed AAAs in his backpack, which we think is used for when he is in gun mode. And then we had to go over and buy some LR44s. Hopefully these work. It looked like that's what it was. It's like really tiny print in there that we had to read. And so, yeah, so hopefully that works. So we went over and bought some of these. And so let's fire these up right now and get these in there and see if this works. Because this could be really cool. So, all right. Let's do this. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and install these batteries in him right now. Now, these LR44s are not cheap. They were like $7.99 for a 3-pack. I actually got 2 of them because if you remember, a couple of videos back, I was talking a lot about my Hot Toys 1/6 scale R2-D2 that takes these same batteries, these same tiny little LR44s, and they would frequently die inside of them, which is a really big griping pet peeve of mine. So anyway, I did pick up a few more of these just for that. So I bought $18 worth of stupid little watch batteries tonight. Hopefully this works. Alrighty, so we have installed the small LR44 batteries into his cannon arm here, and this is what it does. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, drum roll. Alright. There we go. Drum roll. Yep, there we go. So this is what it does. Can you even see that on camera? I don't know. So it kind of lights up pink there a little bit. If you can't see, it's blinking a little, pulsating pink there a little bit. You can kind of see it better there. So that's cool, I guess. I was hoping for some sound effects or something, and there may very well be sound effects with what we put in with the AAA batteries, but I can't find a switch for that. So we're going to keep looking. If you have this figure in your collection, please educate me in the comments section on how the hell to work this thing as far as the sound effects and batteries go. Yeah, you know, please do that, because apparently we're struggling with this one a little bit tonight. But nevertheless, that's what he looks like right there. Let's get a few of his other accessories on him and check him out from there. Alrighty, so my son has now placed the transparent hand cannon on him, and it actually does look a lot better now, as you can't tell. I mean, that looks pretty cool. That's pretty wicked bad, right? So that's awesome. So yeah, pretty good looking figure overall. I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm kind of digging him a lot. Again, there's a number of different you know, display options here available to you. Again, that was yeah, lots of different you know, hand poses, lots of different display options. It does come with, in addition to what the seller sent me, some Decepticon logos. It does come with its own, and it looks like it's got like two different kinds. Like the ones above there are definitely what would be reminiscent from the G1 toy line, and then of course down here those kind of look like they'd be actually from the animated or comic book series. So that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll go with one of these guys on him when I do put his logo on him. So that's kind of cool. And there's a lot of Decepticon logos to go around here too. So I've got some other figures that I could definitely use these with. So that's really cool. Again, you know, you spin around. That's with the cannon on, and then you can actually put the stand right here on as a backpack as well. So we're going to try to give that a shot and get that on for you guys right now. Alrighty, so as you can see, I've actually put his backpack on. This was formerly the gun stand that you saw displayed with him earlier in the video. So yeah, nice little 360 there. That looks really good. This is how I'm probably going to display him. I'm really digging that a lot. And I did purposely leave that Coke can in there for scale purposes, so you guys can see about how tall this guy is. You know, he's not ginormous, but he definitely fits within the scale of other Masterpiece figures that I have in my collection. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and start doing a compare and contrast right now. Alrighty, so a couple more items of business before we get into that compare and contrast. You can see I've placed that other gun accessory in his hand. Look, that looks really fun. That's really cool. And now there's one thing about this figure that is really cool with I just dig in action figures is you can see there's a little bit of a transparent window in the back of his head. I'm gonna have my assistant here, my son, aka Batboy, show us why that is so cool. Hang on one second. Let me get him back up to pose. All right, so go ahead and hit that light. We got a flashlight for you. Kind of back up a little bit. Yeah. Back that flashlight up. There he is. So that's really cool. We got a little light shining through there. The eye lights up. That's really wicked bad. So anyway, all right. So without further ado, let's get into that compare and contrast right now. Alrighty, so first and foremost, let's compare him with the original G1 Shockwave from my childhood. Actually, they stand almost shoulder to shoulder, which is kind of cool, I think. Once again, that Coke can, it was deliberately left in there for scale purposes. I'm not trying to trash up my shot with my beverage of choice here tonight, but nevertheless, it does look really nice together. And so there's a nice comparison there with his G1 counterpart. Very cool. Alrighty, so depending on whichever version of the G1 Transformers you subscribe to, whether that is the comic book series in which these two were fierce rivals, or, of course, the G1 cartoon in which Shockwave was the subservient, loyal commander to mighty Megatron. Here are they together. This, of course, is the MP36 Megatron, the knockoff Takara version with the Destron Laserwave, aka Shockwave, Tomy Takara, and this is also a knockoff version as well, standing together, still looking really nice. The Shockwave, if you can't tell, looks a little underscaled to me when he's right next to Megatron. Megatron kind of towers over him, and it seems like to me like they would almost see eye to eye. If at least that was always my impression of the size of these two characters. But nevertheless, looking really nice together. Yeah, very happy with that. Alrighty, and here he is lined up with yet another Decepticon contemporary. You've got Shockwave with Soundwave. This is actually a official Takara masterpiece figure, and of course, like I said, this is the knockoff. Of course, the knockoff Destron Laserwave, aka Shockwave, hanging out together, looking really nice. These guys are going to look really, really good on a shelf together. Alrighty, and here is the shelf in which he will probably live for at least the near future. Here, there is my awesome new Shockwave there with my older Apollyon Transbots Megatron third-party transformer there, and then of course there's a Blitzwing in the back there you can hardly see, and then of course my Titans Return Devastator behind him as well. So that's a really nice shelf. Kind of digging that. Like I said, that's where he's going to be living in at least the immediate future till I find a better home for him. But I kind of dig him right there. Alrighty, so that's going to wrap up this great review of this awesome knockoff Takara Tomy Transformer, aka or Shockwave, aka I gotta read it. I can't remember.
Destron Laserwave.
Destron Laserwave. Thanks, buddy. Want to thank my son. He was really helpful to me tonight. Helped me get this guy all transformed for you guys. Looking really nice. Really nice figure. Yeah, I do dig it. Again, I got mine off of Amazon.com. Amazon.com, this is $19.99. I got this guy off of Amazon. The seller is Best Gray again. And yeah, if you look up Masterpiece Transformers, you'll probably find him and find this particular item. I got him for about $65, maybe $69. So really nice figure for $69, if I don't say so myself. So anyway, that's gonna wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. One more time, I want to thank my good buddy, my good son, Bat Boy back there. That's what we call him because he's a big Batman fan. He's got a large Batman collection up in his room. Some really cool shit up there sometime. Might have to show you guys that as well. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet. Once again, as always, here's my tired spiel, but I got to give it. Please like and subscribe. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Why not? If you like this video, and like I said, if you're not a subscriber, I'd really like to have you here on the Plastic Planet as well. And one more thing, I really wanted to thank, in my last video, I talked about, the video I dropped on Wednesday was just a short little video, talked about feeling under the weather, and I was kind of under the weather, still kind of am, but I'm bouncing back strong. Just want to thank all my subscribers who were giving me well wishes in the comments section in that video. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for that. I am feeling a little better, if you can't tell. I'm getting my voice back slowly but surely, and yeah, so we're rocking and rolling here. So anyway, like I said, that's gonna wrap things up on the Plastic Planet. Till next time, guys, go out and purchase something. Make a bad purchase. Hey, I know I am. I mean, hey, this is this guy's college fund here. All right, till next time, guys.
You know, about 80% of the collectibles I buy these days come in the mail.
What about this delightful Soundwave from Takara you collected? You know, instead of buying this, you irresponsible prick, you should have invested in your children's college fund.